Hi everyone, welcome to Keep Calm and Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute little bumblebee keyring. For this tutorial you're going to need double knit yarn in yellow, black and white. I'm going to be working this with a 3.5mm crochet hook. In addition to this you're going to need a pair of scissors, stitch marker, some security eyes, darning needle and some fibre fill. So make sure you've got all of those components. Now before you start, if you enjoy watching my tutorials, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. We're going to start off with our yellow yarn and let's go ahead and work a slip knot using whatever method you prefer. Slip your hook inside and chain 2. 1 and 2. From here you're going to skip your first chain and work 6 single crochets in the second chain from your hook. Slip your hook in there, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both. That's my first single crochet. I'm going to be working 6 all together. Here's second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Once you have your 6 single crochets, you're going to pull on this bit of yarn to eliminate the gap between your stitches. Now this should bring your stitches nice and close together and we're going to start working in a spiral. So to start round 2 we're going to locate our first single crochet of our previous round and slip our hook in the top part of that stitch like this. Yarn over, pull up a loop and work your first single crochet of round 2. I'm going back into that same stitch to work another single crochet. Now when you work 2 single crochets in the same stitch, it's called an increase. Going to be working an increase in all of these stitches all the way around. So in total you're going to have 6 increases. Here's my third increase. Fourth increase. Fifth increase. And increase number 6. Now this should bring your stitch count to 12. From here we're going to start the next round by working a single crochet in our first stitch. I'm going to start using a stitch marker to identify the start of each of my rounds. And from here you're going to follow the single crochet on with an increase, which means 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And here's the combination for this round. 1 single crochet followed on with an increase and repeat that all the way around till you get to this point here. So go ahead and work this round and meet me back here. At the end of this round your stitch count should be 18. Now we're going to start the next round by working a single crochet in our first stitch, stitch marker back in place, follow this on with an increase, so 2 single crochets in that stitch. And we're going to follow this on with another single crochet in the next stitch. And here's your combination for this round. 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet, single crochet, increase, single crochet. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of this round your stitch count should be 24. We're now going to start the next round by working 3 single crochets in a row. Here's my first, second and third. Stitch marker back in place, and we're going to follow this on with an increase. And here's your repeat for this round. 3 single crochets followed on with an increase. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of this round your stitch count should be 30. We're now going to start the next round by working a single crochet in our first stitch. We're going to follow this single crochet on with a single crochet in every one of these stitches all the way around. To finish this round you're going to need 30 single crochets in a row. Go ahead and work that and meet me back here. At the end of 1 round of single crochet your stitch count should still be 30. Now we're going to finish off with this color by working a slip stitch in the next stitch like this. Let's go ahead and snip the yarn off and pull it out of the stitch and pull this up to fasten off. Now we're going to take a minute and insert some security eyes into the head. I'm going to be using these 6mm security eyes. Let's go ahead and slip these in between round 4 and 5. So here's round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the stitches between there. I'm going to insert one eye here. And let's count 6 to 7 stitches on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to insert the eye in the stitch after that. Now once you're happy with the positioning, you're going to put the backing on. And there we go. I'm going to change the color of this yarn over to black. Let's grab the next color yarn, and we're going to be attaching that on any of these stitches, but away from here, because if you attach it on the same stitch, you will see a sudden change in color. We want to avoid that, so I'm going to attach the new color, let's say around this side here. So pull the new yarn through that stitch, and we're going to give this yarn a little knot in place. And now we're going to start working with black yarn. So slip your hook back into that same stitch, pull up a loop, chain 1 to begin. Going back into that same stitch, going to work a single crochet. From here we're going to be working a few rounds of single crochets only. We're going to be changing color every 2 rounds. So in this one, after working 1 single crochet, we're going to follow this on with a single crochet in every one of these stitches all the way around. To finish 1 round, you're going to need 30 single crochets in a row. Once you've done that, you're going to follow the same method 1 more time in black color. So you will have 2 rounds of single crochet in black. So go ahead, work 2 rounds of single crochet in black, and then meet me back here. Once you finish working 2 rounds of single crochet, your stitch count should still be 30. Now we're going to fasten off and finish off with this black color by working a slip stitch in the next stitch. Let's go ahead and snip this yarn off, pull it out of the stitch and pull this down to secure it in place. Now as you can see, you can't really see where we attach the color, which is fantastic, and this is what we want to achieve. From here we're going to grab the yellow color again to get that stripy effect. Again, making sure we are not attaching it in the same place, we'll attach it in the opposite direction. So slip your hook in the top part of any of these stitches, pull this yellow color yarn through and give this a knot in place. And starting the next round off with chain 1. Only when you change the color over, we're going to start off with chain 1 and work a single crochet in the same stitch. From here, you're going to follow this single crochet on with a single crochet in every one of these stitches all the way around. Now you're going to be working 2 rounds of single crochet in yellow this time. Once you've done this, you're going to change the color again to black, and then to yellow, and then to black again. I'm going to leave some written instructions on the screen right here. Follow those instructions and work all the way up to round 16 and meet me back here. Once you finish round 16, we are going to work a slip stitch in the next stitch. Let's go ahead and snip this yarn off, pull it out of the stitch, and now we're going to, for the last time, change the color over to yellow now, and let's again do that away from this stitch here. So I'm going to be connecting that on the side, pull this through, and here we go. Slip your hook back inside, pull up a loop, chain 1, and here's my first single crochet of this round. We're going to be following this single crochet on with a single crochet in every single one of these stitches all the way around. So go ahead, work a round of single crochets and meet me back here. At the end of this 1 round of single crochet, your stitch count should still be 30. We're now going to work a single crochet in the next stitch. Let's use a stitch marker from here on, and you're going to follow the single crochet on with 2 more to make the total count to 3. So that's second and third. Once you have your 3 single crochets in a row, we're going to follow this on with a decrease. To work a decrease, you're going to slip your hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop, do the same with the stitch after that, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 in one go. And here's your combination for this round: 3 single crochets followed on with a decrease. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of this round, your stitch count should be 24. Now before we start our next round, we're going to pull on this stitch so we don't lose it. Now from here, we're going to take a minute and attach the key ring on top. So I'm using one of these key rings. You can easily get it from any craft shop. I'm going to be attaching this onto the middle black stripe right in the middle of the eyes as well. So to do this, I'm going to use a darning needle. You can certainly use a hook if you wish to. So from here, I'm going to guide my needle to go through the center and come out from where I want the key ring to be attached. So just in the black area right there. If you can see that, there you go. Now we need to make sure that this is coming out in the center of the eyes. Pull this out, and now we're going to grab the bottom loop of this keyring. Loop your needle through, hold on to the side like this, and make your way through these stitches a few times to really secure it in place. And once you've made your way through it a few times, you're going to slip your needle back in in that same stitch, guide it to come out from the back. Let's take that thread, the needle off, and pull onto both of these ends, and we're going to just give it a little knot in place. And from here, you're going to slip those 2 strands of yarn inside, and we're going to stuff this bee up with some fiber fill before we start the next round. Once you finish stuffing this bee up, we're going to tighten the loop around our hook again, and we're going to start the next round by working 2 single crochets. That's 1 and 2, stitch marker back in place, and follow this on with a decrease. To work this decrease, you're going to slip your hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop, do the same with the stitch after that, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 of these in one go. And each time, if you give it a little pull, this will help you to close the gap off effectively. So go ahead, use this combination of 2 single crochets and a decrease to finish this round, and meet me back here. At the end of this round, your stitch count should be 18. We're now going to start the next round with a single crochet in our first stitch, followed on with a decrease. And there we go, we're going to slip our stitch marker back in place and follow this combination to finish this round off. 1 single crochet, followed on with a decrease, single crochet, decrease all the way around. At the end of this round, your stitch count is 12. Now we're going to finish off with this color by working a slip stitch in the next stitch. Snip this yarn off, pull it out, and let's attach the black color on top just to finish this off and make a little tail. I'm going to just simply attach it anywhere on one of these stitches. So slip your hook through the stitch, pull your new yarn in, and tie a knot in place. And let's put these tail ends inside. And from here, we're going to be starting off by working a chain 1. Now we will be working 6 decreases in a row. So slip your hook back inside that same stitch, pull up a loop, do the same in the stitch after that as well. Pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 of these in one go, and give it a little pull as well. And this is exactly what we're going to be doing for the next 12 stitches altogether, so 6 decreases. Here's my second decrease. Third decrease. 4th decrease, 5th, and final one, decrease number 6. This should bring your stitch count to 6 and bring you to the end of this round. Now, to make that little pointy tail, we're going to be working 2 more decreases in that same space. So slip your hook in the next stitch here and pull up a loop from there, and the stitch after that, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's 1. Let's work 1 more. And once you've done this, you're going to slip your hook in and once you've done that, you're going to chain 1, and let's go ahead and snip this yarn off, pull it out of the stitch and pull this down. This will create a little tail for this bumblebee as well. From here, I'm going to be slipping my hook from further away in anywhere in the body, guided to come out from where we've just finished, right here. Loop the yarn over onto your hook and pull this in. Make it come out from wherever we inserted the hook in from. And that neatens up the end. We can now go ahead and snip this bit of yarn off from the side. And there we go, that's the body of this bumblebee complete. Let's work on the wings now. Now onto the wings, and for this let's grab our white yarn and work a slip knot. Slip your hook inside and chain 2. 1, 2. From here you're going to skip your first chain and work 6 single crochets in the second chain from your hook. So slip your hook in there, yarn over, pull up a loop and work your first single crochet. Here's my second, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Once you have your 6 single crochets, pull on this bit of yarn to eliminate the gap between your stitches. Now from here you're going to slip your hook in the first single crochet of your previous round, and let's work an increase here. That's 1 single crochet going back into that same stitch to work another. Now we're going to be working 6 increases all together. Here's second increase, 3rd increase, 4th increase, 5th, and the last one, increase number 6. So this brings your stitch count to 12. We're now going to work a whole round of single crochets all the way around. So you should have 12 single crochets to finish this round. So that's 1, 2, 3, 11 and number 12. Once you have your 12 single crochets in a row, the wing will start to curve a little bit, and that's perfectly fine. We're going to now slip our hook in the next stitch to work a slip stitch, and we're going to snip this yarn off, leaving a long tail. Pull this out of the stitch and pull this down or up to secure this in place. From here, let's give these 2 strands a little knot in place. And just like this, you've finished 1 wing. You're going to go and follow the same instructions to make another one of these. Go ahead and do that and meet me back here. Once you finish working 2 wings, we're going to attach this onto the body, and to do this you have 2 options. You can either use a darning needle or a hook, so I'll show you how to do this. You're going to make sure that the curvy part of the wing is facing upwards like this, and you're going to attach this 1 stitch away from the center. So this is right in the center where we attached this keyring. So that's in the middle of the eyes, so we're going to keep 1 round in between and attach the wing onto the neck side like this. Next stitch like this. Pull it through, and we're just going to hold it in place and make our way through that same stitch a few times. And once we've done that, we're going to create a loop with our thread, slip our needle through the loop, pull this down, and this should create a knot in place. And we're going to now slip this needle in that same stitch, guide it to come out, go through some fiber fill and come out from another side of the body. There we go. And once that's done, we can go ahead and snip this yarn off. And there we go, that's 1 wing attached. You're going to follow the same method and attach the other one on as well, and meet me back here. Wings are now attached. Now moving on to final details of the face, and we're going to start off by making a blush underneath both eyes, and for this you're going to need double knit yarn in pink color. So we're going to do this directly underneath the eye, so you're keeping 2 rounds in between. You're going to isolate 2 rounds like this, pull the yarn through. Let's snip this off from here, and we're going to now go through that same stitch a couple of times. And once we've done that, we're going to now slip our needle back in that same stitch and guide it to come out from the other side, keeping this symmetrical. So underneath the eye on the other side, keeping 2 rounds in between, we're going to insert the needle from here and repeat the same process. So we're going to have 3 strands here as well. And once you've done that, going to slip your needle back in that same stitch. Now this time guide it to come out from the other side where we started the whole process. So make it come out from here, and now we're going to take these 2 bits of yarn and tie a knot in place. Let's go ahead and snip this down to a shorter size. And from here I can take my hook, insert it from further away off the body and make it come out from that same stitch where we made these 2 blushes. Slip yarn over and pull these in to the body, and there we go, that's the blush complete. Moving on to the little mouth, and for this we're going to be using black yarn. So we're going to insert our hook from the second round. So there's the center, here's second round. So from one side of the second round, keep about 2 to 3 stitches in between and make it come out from the other like this. If it's not symmetrical, let's try this again. There we go, that's now symmetrical. We're going to pull this yarn in and give this a little knot in place. Let's go ahead and snip this bit off as well and pull this inside these stitches. And here's your little bee keyring. If you enjoyed making this little bee keyring with me, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.